Have you ever played Roblox with a friend and thought nothing bad could ever happen? Well, there was a case where a completely normal player crossed a line no one ever imagined, and it ended with her best friend losing her life. This case is told by a boy named Calvin, who, by the way, is still deeply traumatized by what happened. He says everything started with two best friends. They were extremely close. They had known each other since preschool. They were both 13 years old. Their names were Emily and Mary. The tragedy began in 2022 when they discovered Roblox. They got addicted almost instantly. They played for hours, and most of the time they only played with each other. They loved playing Brookhaven, Adopt Me, and parkour games. Over time, they tried more and more games, but those were always their favorites. One day, while playing Roblox, Mary met a boy in the game Brookhaven. His name was Calvin. Yes, the same Calvin telling us this story. After some time, they decided to include Calvin in their games. They roleplayed a lot in Brookhaven. In the roleplay, they were a family. Calvin was always the dad. Emily was always the mom, and Mary was the daughter. They played so much that their grades at school started dropping, and because of that, Emily stopped playing Roblox as much. Now it was mostly Mary and Calvin playing together. Over time, they started getting closer. They played Brookhaven every single day. Couple games, roleplay games, and Mary started developing feelings for Calvin, and Calvin started feeling the same. Eventually, they became a couple, but for some strange reason, they never told Emily. So, when Emily's grades improved, she started playing Roblox again. She wanted to play with Mary and Calvin, but they started excluding her. Emily noticed this, and it felt quite strange, a feeling she didn't understand, like jealousy mixed with hate. She slowly started resenting her friend. At school, Emily asked Mary why they never invited her anymore. Mary said she didn't notice when Emily was online. Emily asked Mary if she liked Calvin. Mary said no. And she said no because she knew Emily liked Calvin. And that was the real reason they hid their relationship. Eventually, Mary decided to invite Emily again. The three of them played together. But this time, Emily felt something was wrong. Calvin and Mary felt way closer than before. Emily started suspecting that Mary was lying to her, but she kept playing anyway. One day, they were playing Brookhaven again and role-playing as a family. Emily asked Calvin to be her husband, but this time, Calvin refused. He said he wanted to be Mary's husband instead. And there, Emily was filled with rage. She got angry at both of them. Some time passed. Emily wanted to confess her feelings to Calvin. She didn't know that Calvin was already dating Mary. And one day, Emily asked Calvin to meet her in Brookhaven. She wanted to confess her love. They met at the Brookhaven church, and Calvin thought it was strange, but he listened. Emily told him everything she felt and asked him to be her boyfriend, but Calvin said no. Then he told her the truth. He had been dating Mary for a while now. When Emily heard that, something inside her broke. She was filled with hatred towards her friend Mary. She couldn't believe her own best friend betrayed her. Then, Emily immediately left the game. The next day, Emily told Mary to meet her at the park. A meeting that would change everything forever. What Mary didn't know was that Emily was already planning something terrifying. Something she did. She told Calvin about it, but Calvin couldn't believe it. At first, he thought Emily was lying, but then he remembered he had messaged Mary earlier, and she never replied. The last message Mary ever sent him was that she was going to meet Emily at the park. Emily then told Calvin that she should marry her. Calvin said no. He told her she was crazy. When Emily heard that, she started crying. She said she had done everything for him. Now, she wanted revenge. Not just on Mary, but on Calvin too. She sent him one last message. Now, it's your turn. Calvin immediately called the police. He told them to check the park where Mary and Emily were supposed to meet. Police went to the location, and there they found a 13-year-old girl buried under the dirt. It was Mary. When Calvin found out that everything Emily said was real, he went into shock. He was terrified. Now he feared for his own life. Police questioned Calvin, and he told them the entire story. He also told them that Emily had threatened him, but police did nothing to protect him. They sent him back home. That night, Calvin was extremely scared. He says he heard knocking on his door, rocks hitting his window, like someone was watching, like Emily was still stalking him. But the worst part? Emily was still free. Now, I want to tell you another disturbing case. This one is about a Roblox player who died in a truly terrifying way. A person who wants to stay anonymous, and we'll call him Bobby, tells us that recently he bought his daughter a computer for her birthday. The seller told Bobby that the computer had survived a house fire after an accident. The only things recovered were the PC and a webcam. The seller said the computer belonged to his son. Bobby asked what happened to him, and the man said that his son died in the fire. He also warned Bobby that his son's data might still be on the computer, meaning it'll need to be formatted. At home, Bobby tried to reset the computer, but he couldn't. Bobby's daughter told him she loved playing Roblox, so Bobby decided to download Roblox on the computer. But that night, around 11 p.m., Bobby was in bed trying to sleep when he heard his daughter calling him. He ran to her room and saw her frozen, staring at the screen in shock. She told him her avatar was supposed to be a girl with purple hair, but the avatar on screen was completely black. Bobby thought maybe the seller's son never logged out of his Roblox account, so he didn't think much of it. I mean, it was late. He told his daughter to log out and go to sleep. The next morning, Bobby woke up early and checked the profile. The account name was Can'tSqueal999. It felt very strange. He assumed it belonged to the seller's son, but didn't understand why it had that name. Before logging out, he took a screenshot. Later that day, Bobby's daughter went on the computer again. She told them that when she opened Roblox, a game automatically joined. It was a game created by Can'tSqueal999, the same account he logged out of the night before, the same profile he checked that morning. The game was called Help. When the game loaded, everything was black, and there were horrible inhuman noises. She tried pressing the exit button over and over again, but the screen froze. Then, suddenly, the game screamed! A terrifying scream! Bobby unplugged the computer immediately. What's strange is that every time Bobby asks his daughter what scared her so much, she starts crying. After that, Bobby never let his daughter play Roblox again. He also wanted his money back for the computer. Sometime later, Bobby decided to investigate. He found a news article published months earlier about the fire at the seller's house. The son who supposedly died in the fire did not die in a fire. The father took his own son's life and then sold all of his belongings. And yes, the computer Bobby bought was one of them. And if you want to look more into this story, you can go and search online for Can'tSqueal999. And that's all for today. Leave a comment if you know any other stories this disturbing. We'll be reading every single one of them.